Hi everyone, this is Tech Tosa from Del Mar High School, and on this episode of Tech with Tag, I'll be your guide to set up your Canvas course for the start of the school year, which, as of this video, is next week. So if you're watching this, you're either a little bit ahead of the game, or kids come in tomorrow and you're kind of panicking because you don't have time to look through all the resources, and there's just a ton. Either way is fine. I'm not here to judge. I'm here to help you set up for the bare minimum so you can focus on just getting to know your students on those first days back. And I mean, you're going to have months to learn Canvas. Nobody is an expert on it yet. I'm not claiming to be an expert either. So here I put this is like for super beginners. All right, so in this segment, you are going to get a crash course on the following. So, growing with Canvas, the Canvas course, setting up your sandbox course, importing a template course that's already been made, editing that template course, creating your course card, and creating your first module and first assignment, and then just checking to see if you are ready. All right, so first, we're going to log on to our Canvas. So, if you've never done that before, I'm just gonna search up CUHSD, Canvas, to access my portal. There's probably an easier way if you bookmark it. Canvas teacher, choose your account. All right. So here in my dashboard view, if you have not changed this, it's going to look like a list, which is gross. So we're going to go over here and click on the three dots. Let's make this a card view. And there we go. So the card view is similar to what students and teachers are used to from Google Classroom. And I'm already enrolled in the Growing with Canvas course. This is the one that Kyra shared with us. If you are not enrolled in this course yet, the link, I've attached the link to enroll. So once you go in here, I love this theme of growing and planting stuff. That's always been my dream to have my own little herb garden. But there are 6 modules. There's introduction, planting, nurturing, sprouting, flowering, and harvesting. I'm not done with this yet because it does have a lot of resources. I've been sort of just skimming the videos, skimming the resources to get an idea for what is possible. But in terms of I need that course set up for tomorrow, you might be overwhelmed. So that's why I'm here. But let's look through some of these modules. So over here on the top left, this is your navigation page. Let's see what's under each module. So right now, go ahead and pause this video and just sort of look through each module and see what you're going to learn, what is possible on Canvas. Alrighty. So we're gonna look at the introduction module first. There are 3 things that are important for this. So first, we're going to open up this design checklist. And there it is. I would just make a copy of this for later. Let's name this my copy. And this checklist is going to help you create a course that is going to be more or less a universal experience for students. So as they go from class to class, things look kind of similar. So we'll leave this here. We'll come back to it. The second thing, let's go back to that Canvas course. Oh, whoops, I'm in the wrong one. If you can't tell yet, I'm still a beginner at this, so it does take some clicking. All right, so we're back. So now we want to create a sandbox course and then import the CUHSD course template. What that means is we're going to create a shell course, and Kyra or whoever has already made a course that's been mostly populated for us to get us started. So I'm going to go back to my dashboard. Over here on the top right, you're going to click on Start a New Course. You can name this Sandbox course, Or if you have a course in mind, you can attach that course title as well. So for example, I can put Sandbox I'm 3 because I'll be teaching Integrated Math 3. And there we go. So congratulations, you just made your first course. I mean, there's nothing in it yet, but like I said, we can import from the Commons. So over here on the right hand side, click on Import from Commons, and we can search up CUHSD course template, and it should be this image. So this is the one that Kyra has made for us. We're going to click here, import or download. And because we've made that sandbox course, it should appear here. So now Canvas is asking, where do you want to copy this template course over to? So we want that to be going into my sandbox I'm 3. So import into course. All right. And it looks like we did it. So now let's look around and see what is in there already. So here, back on my dashboard, there is my sandbox I'm 3. You can see how it took over that course card image. We'll change that later. But right now it's unpublished, so nobody will see this. I mean, because it's a sandbox course, we can publish it. It doesn't really do anything. But let's click into it and see. So here I would pause and look around, explore the modules, grades, see what has already been published, or sorry, populated for you by Kyra. So go ahead and pause the video. All right, and we're back. So let's see. There are 3 tabs here, home, modules, and grade, that does not have that eyeball that's been crossed out. That means that those are visible for students. Everything else here, that means that it is not visible for students. And we can, I can show you how to do that later as well. But let's go into modules. So under modules, there are 2 modules so far: customize your homepage and welcome to this class. So as you can see over here, this has not been published, so students would not see this. This has, so as a student, they would actually see this. And one cool thing about Canvas is if you click on student view right here, top right corner, you can see exactly what the students see. So because it was formatted in this strategic way, students only see these 4 tabs and the first unit that has been published. So nothing else. So that's one key thing about the formatting of your course. If you are strategic about it, then it is really student friendly. Okay, let's leave student view. All right, so let's see what's next. Okay, so first we want to go to pages. So even though pages are not visible for students, that is where we're going to create a lot of our content, and we'll redirect students there. So after you click on pages, click on view pages. So these are the pages that Kyra has made for us. Thank you, Kyra. And right now it looks like this is the home page, but if we click into it, there is nothing here. And that's because Kyra wanted us to make this home page too our home page. So we're gonna go over here, 3 dots, and use this as the front page. All right, so now that is the front page. So let's see what happens when we click home. All right, that looks beautiful. So there's a banner already, but it does look like there are some things we have to go in and update ourselves. So we're gonna go back to pages. Remember how I said there's a lot of clicking? There's a lot of clicking. So view all pages and go into home page 2. Oh, sorry, that was unnecessary clicking. Still not used to it. But we're gonna edit this home page. So click edit. Okay, so go ahead and pause the video here and um, update this home page with your information. So your course title, your name, your email, your office hour, if you know that right now. And I don't think you have to change anything else. All right, so go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so now I've replaced a lot of the information on this home page. So my course title, my name, my email, and I'm not sure about chat, syllabus, and announcements just yet, so I just left those as TBD. Again, we're just trying to set up for the first few days. Those things can come later. So now there are some few other pages that we also need to edit. So let's go back to all pages. Okay, there are two other ones. So one is about your teacher and the other one is your class resources. So again, we can click here, just a simple profile page so that your student can get to know you. And the other one is your class resources. So if right now, if you know what resources you want to give your students, then go ahead and update this page. There are already some live links that Kara left for us. For example, the technology hotline, Canvas guides for students, mental health and bullying resources. Those things you can leave there and add on your own if you know right now what those links are. So again, go ahead and pause the video and update those. Okay, so by now you should have updated those two pages, the About Me and the General Resources. So on the home page, when students click on these quick access link that Kara made for us about your teacher and class resources, so for example, if they click here about your teacher, it's going to redirect them to that page. So remember, this page is not visible to student in the navigation page, but because we gave them a link, they can still see it. And then when they click on class resources, I'm not sure what resource I want to send out just yet, so I just deleted a lot of the other text, leaving behind the actual link for these other resources. So that's it for those pages. We are done with this part. So now we're going to create our first module. So let's click on modules right here. And on the top right corner, that blue button that says plus module, we're going to add, I'm going to make my module 0 just about a student's math journey. Your math journey. Okay, and I will add. So right now, we just have the modules tab. Nothing's here yet, but let's go ahead and create our first assignment. So I'm going to add here, create assignment. And the first thing I want to have my students do is their mathography. If you teach math and you want this document, I've also attached it to this email. So let's add item. And there it is. So right now, mathography is under module 0, and they are not published yet. If you want, you can publish this right now if you're ready. If not, we'll just uncheck them. But we actually haven't created an assignment. We just created a slot for it. So I'm going to click into that assignment. And up here, I'm going to click edit. Okay, because this is probably not graded, I'm going to leave this as 0 points, or I mean, you can give them 10 points, but don't count this towards their final grade. So students can get into the habit of submitting something on Canvas. Um, but down here under submission type, this is where you're going to attach your Google Doc. So for a lot of teachers who are used to Google Classroom, I'm pretty used to creating everything in a Google Doc or Google Slide and push it out through Google Classroom. Um, it's a similar process here on Canvas. Again, it just takes a few more clicks. So I'm going to click on External Tool and then Find. And I want you to find the one that says Google Assignments LTI. So notice how there are two Google Docs Cloud Assignment and Google Assignments LTI. I don't really know that much about the difference between the two. All I know is this is the old version and this is the new version. And I was told that this is more similar to the Google Classroom experience. So I'm going to stick with using this newer version. Oh, that's my personal email. Don't need that. So you're going to go into your teacher account, your drive where you have all of the files from before. And I want to attach their mathography, which I opened earlier. So it should be somewhere here. Let me find it. Here it is. So similar to Google Classroom, it says each student will get their own copy. We can make this 10 points. We don't need a rubric. Yeah, I think we're ready. So let's create. Okay, so now the link to that assignment is already here. These are other settings that you can look through. Yes, we're gonna assign this to everyone. No due date, unless you want a due date, that's fine. But I think we're ready to submit this. So we're gonna save and publish. This is ready to go, so I'll just click save and publish. And there it is. There is your first assignment. If you're curious to see what students would see, you can click on Student View. And because I'm currently logged in as the teacher, I can't really see it from the student view, which is why I had my personal email there earlier. So I'm going to switch to my personal email to be a student. You could probably just use your spam email if you have one. And it's loading and it's loading. Feel free to fast forward. Okay, and here we go. So now I'm in here as a student. You can tell your student to open, to attach, and submit. And this is their personal copy. We know that because next to the title, mathography, is their name. So they're going to click in there and do this assignment, right? So the instructions are all in here on this Google slide that they can edit. They're going to type a response or include a picture. I like this assignment because it teaches, especially freshmen, how to fill out something on a Google Doc or slide, attach pictures and whatnot, and submit it. So once the student is done, they can go back and click submit. They don't need to attach anything because they already have their personal copy. And you're all set. So let's go see what the teacher view looks like. So I'm going to leave student view. We'll probably have to switch back to our teacher account, our teacher email. And there it is. It says that this person, my other personality, has submitted this. So we can actually click into it and see. But congratulations, you just created your first assignment. I'm going to repeat that process just because I want to share a resource with you that you can use to get your students to learn more about their teacher. So I'm going to create another one, create assignment, and for this one, I'm going to title this, Who is Your Teacher? And I can I'm sharing this activity as well, so feel free to use them. Okay, so we just create a slot for that, but we need to actually populate it. I'm going to edit. So I actually have it right here. This is the assignment that I want to post. It's sort of like a scavenger hunt that's going to have students look around your room for things that tell them about you, and they're going to take a picture as evidence. So it's going to be true or false statements. My teacher likes to cook, and they're going to look around the room to see if they can find any evidence of me cooking or trying to cook. So feel free to make a copy of this and change these statements. You can have as many as you want. I'm keeping it up to 5 just because this is more to get students to briefly know me and to practice attaching photo as evidence. But back here, same process. I'll make this 10 points. Doesn't really matter. And we're going to go into external tool, find. And remember, it's the LTI one. Okay, yes, I want that drive. And attach, that was called, Who is Your Teacher? There we go. And create. And one last click, save and publish. So there you go. You're pretty much ready for the first day. You got your first module and at least 2 assignments. Well, 2 if you teach math. Again, these links will be shared with you, so feel free to use them. And the last thing, we're actually going to go into the design course checklist. So let's go back to growing with Canvas. And let's go into introduction. Oh, while we're here, all of the skills that I've shown you in this video, you can do these modules and watch the video for a more detailed explanation. Again, this video is just meant to get you ready for the first 3 days of school, but the rest are here. There's a lot of resources, so please continue to do them. But under intro, earlier we made a copy of the Canvas course design checklist. I have my personal copy here because I made the mistake of directly editing Kyra's, which was not good, but I fixed it. So let's see. These checklists are meant to give students a universal experience. So between different teachers, different classes, they know where to click to find certain things, right? So the classroom experience online is similar for them, which helps a lot. Because otherwise having 6 different courses might be overwhelming. So as you go through these checklists, let's see what we've done so far. All courses include a course card image. I don't think we did that. I can actually go back and look. Yeah, so right now my sandbox I'm3, it's just a stack of books. So I'll show you how to make a course card for that either. We actually missed that. That's fine. We're just going to skim through these and see what we do have already. So we have that. We have our navigation. We have our home page, modules, grades. That'll be later, so I'm going to leave that there for now. Same thing for these. We do have all of the other navigation links hidden. What that means is when they click into your course, they don't see all of these other things like rubrics, announcements, syllabus, people. Those things are hidden so that we don't want to overwhelm students, right? We want to limit what they see on their dashboard. Homepage. Our homepage was created by Kyra, so it does have a course title, a banner, some text, your name, syllabus. I was going to add that later, so I'll leave this here. Okay, teacher info, office hour. I'll add those later, so I'll leave that here as well. All course content is organized into modules. We just create our first module, so yes, we have that done. And it is accessible. What that means is we've bolded certain things. We included images to make it easier for students to navigate the course. So if you use Kara's shell course, yes, she did put a lot of thought into designing them. So thank you, Kara. Okay, so then the last thing is courses are taught from the SIS rostered course shell. Because I'm making this a week before school starts, we don't have those up yet. And I'll talk more about what that means and what to do when they are live on Canvas. So let's leave that there for now. We're actually going to go back and create our course card. So let's go back here. So in your dashboard for your sandbox course, go to settings. And here's that picture of a stack of books. We want that to be us to make it easier for students to connect to us and just navigate the different Canvas courses that they're enrolled in. So we're going to click here, choose image. And I'm going to share my template with you. This has already been sized to match that course card. So all you have to do is make a copy of this Google drawing, fill it out with the course, your name, room number, and a picture or a Bitmoji of you or something about the class. So go ahead and pause the video, find this link, and make your course card right now. All right, so by now you should have your personal course card. Then we're going to click on File, download this as a PNG or JPEG. I don't think it matters. Okay, so we have it downloaded right here. So we're going to go back here, and remember it was waiting for us to upload an image. So I'm just going to drag and drop that or find it on your computer. And there it is. We have our personal course card. For the rest of this, we also want to type in the name of the course, but since this is still a sandbox course, I'm going to wait until it's my actual rostered course before I change these details. So I think we're good here for now. So let's look at that on our dashboard. And there you go. So now when students look at their dashboard, they're going to see your lovely face so they know what class they should be in. So we are done with the course card. I'm going to go back to the design checklist and done. So that is pretty much it. Let's see if we missed anything. Nope, we got all of these. So I know that might feel like a lot, but remember to pause the video or rewatch it. Again, this is just meant to get you running for the first 3 days, but everything else is in that Growing with Canvas course. So please check it out. This is not meant to replace that at all. This was more of a, you want someone to talk to you and walk you through those steps. But I do have a few advice. So one, I mentioned this, using Canvas is a lot of clicking around. So feel free to click around in your sandbox course. If you are afraid of messing it up, just make another sandbox course and play around with that one. So that might be the one that you never use. But in terms of the one that will be your actual course, here's what you're gonna get. Let's see. So what next? So as of now, the courses are not um, transferred over from Aries. They will be soon. I don't know um, how close to this the start of school that will be, but once that appears on Canvas, it's just gonna appear as a shell course for let's say my period 1, period 2, and period 3, teaching I'm 3. So once those appear on Canvas, all I'm gonna do is use what I've made in my sandbox course and import them over. And then changing up the information like the period number, when we meet, Zoom link if we have any, um, office hour, and whatnot. And here's how you would actually do that. Um, let's say I have this practice course. Let's say this is my shell course. So once you have that and you click into it, you can choose to import existing content. And it's going to say content type. And we want to copy a whole Canvas course over. Everything that we've designed in that sandbox course, we want to have it come over. So you're going to scroll down, and here it is. I want to copy from the sandbox I'm 3 course and click import. So once you do that, you would just have to repeat it for the other sections of I'm 3 that you teach. So that is pretty much it. Feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions. Hopefully this helped. It wasn't meant to be too long, so hopefully you can set up your class in under an hour. All right. Bye, everyone. Thank you.